Hi guys, thanks for tuning in and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial I will try to show you how to play the King of the Hill game mode more effectively and more successfully. Let's jump right into it and let me show you the basics. First off, you can see that in the King of the Hill game mode there's only ever one active beacon at a time. You can see that by the bright white column of light in center at the moment. You can also tell on the left side by that thinner light column which beacon will be active next. The goal in any King of the Hill game is to get to the active beacon first and stay there until all the beacon points are depleted. Collect points for yourself and fill the beacon bar for your team. Differing to Beacon Rush and Domination, at the beginning of each King of the Hill game, your team and the red team have no beacon bar at all. The goal is to, over the duration of each game, to fill that beacon bar up.
How do you do that?
Well, by reaching each active beacon first and by staying there for as long as possible. You collect more points the longer you stay at each active beacon, and your team's bar fills up at the same time. Once one active beacon's points are completely depleted, that one becomes inactive and the next one activates. Now run there as fast as you can and stay there for as long as possible to collect points and fill up the bar. Lucky for us, in the current version of the game, there's a set sequence to how beacons activate. First, it is always the center beacon, and an alternating red-blue home beacon and red-blue. Now before I go into the specifics of gameplay on Canyon map, let's quickly recap the goals of King of the Hill in general. First, fill up your team's beacon bar. Second, be at the active beacon for as long as possible. Third, don't let red catch center.
And how do we do all that on Canyon, bro?
Is a long-range map, so you need fast bots.
Then why don't you use a Kumihos?
If you are like me, you may have a Kumihos from the supply drops or from a chest, but may or may not have upgraded it because you are saving up silver for Bulgazaris, Hetchis, Inquisitors, or the Spec. And lucky for us, there are a few bots that you can get with workshop points, like the Rhino or the Stalker, that are fast enough over longer periods. I personally prefer the Rhino just because it can run very fast and I can attach weapons like Talumbas and Pins or Orkans and Pinatas to it. So recap how-to number 1. Use bots that are fast over longer periods, not just rush for a short time.
What weapons should I use, bro?
Well, knowing that center beacon will always be first on any map, it would be a great idea to use weapons that have splash, like Talumbas, Pins, Orkans, Pinatas, maybe even Noricums if you like and have. On Canyon map, what you will often see at the beginning of a game is a pack of Kumihos dashing into center and stay there all clogged up. Perfect targets for weapons that have splash. Recap how-to number 2. Use weapons that have splash.
Thanks, bro.
To show you what I mean by long-range map and why you should use bots that run fast for long, sustained periods, take a look at the countdown timer on top now, how long it takes to get from the home beacon to the far side beacon of our own team. Yep, close to 40 seconds just to get from one beacon to the next. So a Fury, Leo, or a Fujin, or even a Raijin will certainly not get you the love of your team members in this game mode.
Okay, bro, I got it. What else is there?
That brings us to how-to number 3. Purposefully use and sacrifice bots to maximize the time you can spend at each active beacon and collect points. You can see here that me and my teammates are now trying to force our way into center to catch that beacon and collect as many points as we can. But in a few seconds you will see me sacrifice this rhino because I realize that my team members do not catch the next active beacon, which is close to our home base. So I sacrifice this rhino, jump into my next spot, and get to the home base beacon first. There you go. Luckily, one of my team members had the same idea, and he now also rushes to our home beacon so that both of us can collect points and fill up the beacon bar. If you take a look up top at blues and reds beacon bars, at this point in the game it is almost certain that red will lose the game because they focus too much on brawling and not enough on spending time at their respective beacons to collect points.
Hey, awesome, bro. Can you summarize that, please?
Great idea, let's do that. Priority number 1. Time at the active beacon. To fill your beacon bar and to collect beacon points for yourself. Priority number 2. Damage done. To keep red from filling their bar and to keep red from messing up your own game. This is it for this tutorial on how to play King of the Hill on Canyon map. I think if you follow those simple rules, fill up your team's beacon bar, be at the active beacon as long as possible, and don't let red catch center, then you will get a lot of points no matter if you win or lose. Leave a like and comment. See you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.